Welcome to what is quite possibly the greatest console sim racing league podcast in the world.
I love it. Well, it might not be a podcast, but still love that woman speaking at the end there, the Watch Mojo woman, I believe. Well, welcome. This is tonight's one make, round 2 at Misano for Black Flag Racing. Here we are. We've got 13 minutes left in qualifying, and we're going to go through the grid here and make sure and just see everyone's status. We've got Chug sitting in pits here. He's got, give me 1 second, my dog's doing something. Alright, I'm back. Alright, Chug sitting on first with a 134.35. He's already set that time. He feels confident in it, so he's going to sit here in pits. He's rocking a baby blue color scheme, looks like all throughout. Then we've got Awesome Gumball, Jesus. Awesome Gumball, who's also got a baby blue color scheme. And we will be looking forward to seeing him battle out Chug here, as he is only 0.338 off of Chug's time there, putting him still at a 134. And then we have Artie in third here with a pink and black, obviously pink because of October, you know, the whole breast cancer and just cancer in general thing, but rocking a very nice livery here. That might not actually be black, but anyways, Artie, no surprise here. He's in third. This is actually a very strong showing here for Artie to if he can start out here in third. Go away, cat. Not right now. Then we've got Stubbly Squid, who did he change his? Hold on, Phil. I gotta make sure. Did he change his livery? Oh, it kicked me off of it. I've got a keyboard ordered to fix this problem. Don't you guys worry. Anyways, let's check out Stubbly. No, he's still got the same livery there. I'm going to call it brown once again, because that is definitely brown. I think we could all agree. Then we've got Sim Racer. Strong showing here for Sim Racer, sitting in fifth. He's got pink on his car as well, with like a sort of matte blue, tealish, some sort of color there. Sitting there with a strong time that's got him up to fifth. We will be looking forward to watching him battle it out with, it looks like, Dog Eater Noah, who has found his way to sixth here. 0.86 off of Chug, which still sits him at a 135, which is a very impressive time for the Mustang at Misano, in my opinion, because I suck at the Mustang. But, you know, not everyone does, as you can see. Then we have Elite Rain, putting himself in seventh with a strong qualifying lap. He's rocking his usual bright green highlighter livery here, so no, we will not have a hard time finding him. He's going to be looking to keep himself up there in seventh and score some points this round. With a 1.2 off of Chug. Not a bad time at all, 135.5. And we've got Ruben sitting in 8th here, just behind Elite Rain, 10th off. He's found himself with a yellow livery, and he's going to be looking to probably try to climb over Elite here in this qualifying. We'll see if he's able. Oh no, he's pulling off to the side. Maybe he will not. He might be content with that 8th. Then we've got George, who's just barely losing out to Ruben right now with I point. What is that? 2,000ths of a second, I think. I'm not good at that. Uh, but yes. So George sitting there. I'm gonna turn my game audio up just a tad bit. Oh my God, what's my controller doing? No, holy fuck! I'm so sorry. No, we're not gonna go through that. Yep. So this controller obviously has stick drift. Just found that out. Nate here in 10th. He is 1.5 off of Chug. Still sitting himself at a good time of a 135.8. And just barely off of George by 2/10. He's not sitting too bad here in a 24 car grid currently. If you haven't noticed yet, we are missing Bubble and Panda, and we are very saddened by that. George ran away from me from Runks. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, guys. I'm not used to this. I can show it. Look, I'm sorry about that, George. I'm sorry about that, Runks. We'll get to you in a second. Here in 11th, we've got Gillard. He is doing great here. Only 1.5. What is that? 500ths of a second off of Nate to claim 10th. He's rocking a black and gold livery here. Sorry, I didn't mention Nate's. Nate's got a blue and white. I didn't mention George. He's got an orange and like sort of blue and white wave on the side of it. I don't actually. I like that one. That one's nice. The wave. I haven't seen. Oh, everyone's got the wave. Never mind. I'm blind, guys. We saw Rumens. All right, and now we get to the man himself, Runks. Oh, I gotta pull it away from the screen. It's not timed. My bad, guys. Runks has found himself in 12th here, 1.8 off of Chug, 0.3 off of Gillard. He seems to be sitting in pits. What's wrong, Runks? You don't want to go chase Gillard here? You can get him, man. 0.3. Come on, get back out there. 8 minutes left. Let's see you try here. Let's see it. Then we got MX. Oh, Runks is rocking his usual white and teal with the pink wheels for October. Then we've got MX Crit here in the another sort of black and goldish color scheme livery, not scheme. He is rocking at 1 point. He is exactly tied with Runks. Wow. Okay. So he just gets the unlucky draw and has put himself in 13th, I guess, according to the game's logic. That is definitely purple. Saw it right when we went past. Then we have a newcomer to the league, sort of new. Some of you might not have seen him. Latu has joined us recently. Latu has found himself in 14th on a pretty powerful grid here, so that's a good showing for him. Rocking that number 2 car, he has got a red and blue and possibly white livery. Yes, white accent strip. Very nice, very identifiable with the current grid. Kept invalidating. I'll catch him on the track during the race. Big talk there from Runks. We're going to make sure we watch that during the race and see if he actually does. We've got Bubba Mack here sitting in 15th. It's 2.7 off of Chug. And he's got a black and green livery here. He's another one sitting in pits, content with his qualifying time. Then we've got Zaddy. A lot of you guys know Zaddy. Zaddy is rocking a red and pink livery, obviously for October. He's got those pink accents. And he's got like a different shade of pink. It's sort of magenta. Look, he's twitching his wheels. He's saying hi. Look at him. That's fucking... I don't know if he's doing that on purpose, but that's hilarious. Zaddy's found himself in 16th. Right behind Zaddy, who's probably going to be chasing him, we've got the evil Loki, who, if I remember correctly, is Phantom Sam in the Discord, for all you guys in the Discord. And I'm staring at a concrete wall. Don't know. Oh, he's yellow flag, so it does a weird thing. So we don't know his livery right now, but he has found himself in 17th, 2.8 off of our front runner Chug. Then we've got Rogue sitting in 18th. 3 seconds off of Chug. Rogue is rocking a... Let me figure out which one of these cars is Rogue. Hold on. He's got the dark... Excuse me. He's got the dark blue with the red wheels. Very nice color scheme. I don't know how many like different styles the Mustang actually has. I try not to touch that car. Not a car for me. Then we've got CM, another one of our admins here. He's rocking a beautiful white, gold, and black color scheme. Very unique. Should be easily identifiable here on the track tonight. Then we've got Hellcat finding himself in 19th. He's rocking a... Man, I wish I could tell you guys. A beige? Like a tan, a desert tan, and then a maroon rear end. He has found himself in 19th here. He is being sandwiched by another admin, Mr. Grays himself, the one make leader who runs this whole beauty in a green. It's like a matte forest green Mustang with the pink wheels, obviously, as a October accent color, and just for the whole breast cancer thing. And then we're gonna call him Farm Boy. Farm Boy 77 has found himself in 21st, 4.5 seconds off of Chug here, who is our front runner. I still believe. I think we'll check. And yeah, I mean he's not sitting far back here. Farm Boy, I'm very sorry for taking you out the other night. I don't know if you guys saw on the Discord, my wheel went funky and I absolutely wiped him out. So very sorry for that. And if you guys weren't there, join our Tuesday sprints. Those are always a fun time. And then we've got Infidel in the Ford, who is 32 seconds off of pace currently. That might have been because he's only set one valid lap, and it might have been just like an out lap. We shall wait and see. We'll keep our eyes on Infidel for sure. He's rocking a green and black color scheme. Very nice. And then we've got Nismo in a blue and white Mustang color scheme. He's yet to set a lap. We will keep our eyes peeled for where he ends up, as we only have 3 minutes and 30 seconds till qualifying ends. And yes, Chug is... Oh, but Gumball catching Chug. Almost. Just 0.1 off of Chug here. It's going to be a tight one till the end. I don't think Chug's going to quite have an easy race as some people were putting it. I mean, even Artie's up there just... Yeah, it's going to be a tight one all around. Very nice color scheme there, Artie. I like that. So yeah, this should be interesting. How this shakes up the one make leaderboard here, as going into this. Chug had not raced round 1, and I don't believe Gumball did either. I'm pulling up the results right now, so I'm not making a fool of myself. But once I check those, I will be way more accurate in what I am trying to tell you guys. Alright. Here we are. So yeah, Gumball did not race round 1. Artie did not get any points round 1. I don't know if he actually raced it or not, but he did not get any points. Our top runners after round 1 goes Bubblin' Panda in first, Noah, also known as Dog Eater, in second, Ragged 08 in third, MX Crit in fourth, HRH George in fifth, that one sim racer following up very closely in sixth, Big Runks right behind the sim racer in seventh, with Nate in eighth, Ruben in ninth, and then technically everybody is in 10th, because after 9th, no one gets points. So it should be interesting to see how this race shakes up, since we are missing a couple of guys already on the podium. We're missing Bubblin', we're missing Ragged, so a couple top runners already missing here. In a series where only the top 9 gets points, that's a little scary. We're all in the Ford Hunter. I know, okay, you know what? Hello, nice to hear your soothing voice, my man. I hope we'll do well. I hope you do well as well, my man. Yeah, Panda, you're missing out on this one. It would have been interesting to see how you did up there. I'm thinking you're right. You're right here somewhere. Maybe back here. I don't know how your Misano times are, but you would have definitely shook things up even further than what I think we should all expect here. as Misano can be sort of a tricky track. I've got the track map still laid out in front of us. It's not the easiest. It's tight, technical, and really rhythm based in my opinion. Um, I think whoever gets out front here is is really just gonna have to control themselves with smooth trail braking, uh, and just yeah. The Mustang's a monster on the throttle. Definitely control your throttle. There's some turns here I'm sure we'll see guys maybe run wide and try to throttle out of some corners and possibly spin out. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. I do have the full track map ready, and we're ready to make sure we keep our eyes peeled for any yellow flags off to the side. There is one mandatory pit stop for any of you new guys joining us and watching the stream. One mandatory pit stop, and it is a pit window that should open approximately 35 minutes left into the race and end 15 minutes left of the race. So keep our eyes peeled for some interesting strategies. I don't know who's really going to be looking to take tires and who's not. It is a mandatory 1 liter of fuel. So no matter what, you are taking fuel. Some guys might be running a lighter load while some are running a full load. So it's a stop and go basically. And we shall see. We're definitely going to be looking out for some T1 lap 1 chaos, cold brakes. I'd be looking for some understeer, and it's got a wide entry that I think is going to be a little inviting to some late braking and almost dive bombers. But not dive bombers, just late dives. They're not really dive bombers. They're not looking to hit guys, but they are looking to take a position. T2 and 3, that's that double right. It's got the inside sausage curb. Definitely going to want to watch out for that. That's going to launch anybody. That's just a ramp and you will go flying. The hairpin, of course, which is what? That's T6 or yeah, T6. I think if I'm counting corners correctly. It's weird how they do the corner counting, but T6 will be looking out for that hairpin as that's a sharp braking zone and can possibly catch some diving going on there too. Overall, I think this is a wonderful track for a Mustang one-make race. A lot of straights here, a lot of overtaking spots. It's really just going to be dependent on how you set it up out of the corner. But enough of my chatter. We will sit here and wait for our beautiful G Portal server to do its thing and get loaded up for the race. Looks like we're sitting at about the same qualifying. Nate's in 7th. I don't know if he was up there when I went through. I think he was, possibly. Maybe? No. Hard to tell. Already forgot. But anyways, Nate's in 7th now. We're just going to call that a new. Nismo found himself to 12th with a short qualifying uh, time available. Infidel getting a valid lap in. That's good. At 35 was worrying me for a second. Never know. Some guys might be having throttle pedal issues, but finally, here we go. Stop making small talk. Stubbly Squid says, let's go. He needs to get to racing. Get back in there, Squid. Head in the game now. He's in 5th. We'll be looking to see him jump on Noah and possibly already early. If he can snag a 3rd place, 2nd place podium here, that'd be a strong showing for Squid, who qualified in the top of qualifying last round, but couldn't find himself on a podium. Sorry to call you out there, Squid. I just gotta call it out as unbiased commentary here. As you can see, some of the cars are hopping up and down. That is when guys are loading in their setups, getting all their fuel calculating, pit stop strategy possibly, doing all that good stuff. Someone really just shook. Dang. A lot of guys bouncing ass back there. Alright, we've got that 37-second mark. This is where we'd say, drink them if you got them, smoke them if you got them. So I'm going to do a little bit of that before I got to talk for 50 minutes. Not really talk, but
10
yeah.
seconds.
And we will be watching Chug here as we pull off the racing line for a full formation lap around Misano before we get underway with our 50-minute one-make round 2 race. Our two front runners, both running very similar liveries. We'll be keeping our eyes out for the orange that signifies Chug, because apparently my MFD is not on, and that is going to make me very mad. There we go. MFD is back on. I'll let you all enjoy the beautiful sound of the Mustangs rolling by the aerial camera. Look at that wave of Mustangs. They all look so menacing. Alrighty, our drivers are pulling themselves around here on the back end to the home straight, which we will watch them as they take off from the checkered line. And someone teleported to pits. That is Nismo. Don't know what happened there. Possibly fell behind the qualifying pace, or too far ahead, or maybe even a technical issue. But here we go. They are off. Chug taking the inside for T1 against Awesome Gumball. Gumball getting ahead of Chug here, putting Chug back in second. We have no incidents as everyone makes it through T1 and T2 very cleanly. Gumball now being our pace car. Chug chasing. Oh, we do have a yellow. Someone has spun off there in the back. We lost the 10 car. Oh, and you see here, oh, we just caught a little bit of contact there. Someone parked in the back. See him spinning again. Someone off to the side there. Both looking to regain themselves. The 8 car Infidel. Not too sure who caused that one, but not good at all. As we zoomed over to that view, and all we saw was a car parked in the middle and see him making contact. Here we go as we follow Runks on the back end straight. He's found himself in 12th now, chasing Gillard. Running it wide on that corner. I don't know how bad track limits are here. We'll keep our eyes out for any drive-thrus as we still have Chug in second, chasing down Gumball still. 0.3 separating them out of the straight. They are being chased down by Noah. Gumball putting down a 137 flat on his first lap. Noah being chased by Artie. Here we are on Ruben, who has found himself to 6th. He's chasing down Stubbly Squid, 0.5 off of him as they go into the corner. That's that double apex. That's a little bit of a tricky one. I don't know how well the Mustang takes it here, but everyone seems to be commanding it very well. We have the 92 car going into pits, looking at the track map on the left side of my screen. As we come around this little hairpin here, that's a little one. It's like a U-bend anyways. Here's Gillard in 11th. He's got George and Elite in front of him. Not much separating the two of them. Gonna change views here. Go to third person. I've got my name tags off now. Thank you for the advice, everybody. Gillard gonna be looking for possibly those two to battle it out and one of them mess up. We've got Ruben chasing Artie, Gumball Chug. I don't know why it jumps me around so much. We've got MX Crit and Pit. Hellcat passing by 224, which is Zaddy, spun off there. As we jump back to the front here, we've got Nate chasing down the one sim racer. They're second separating each other. Artie's down a second to Noah currently as they dive into that corner. We've got George following Elite Rain, who seems to be losing time, possibly having Gillard catch up behind him. We'll keep our eyes peeled for a battle here early between 11th and 10th. George, of course, looking to stay on the board here with points, as he had a strong showing there in the first round. As he catches back up to the lead in the corner here, they are 2.5 seconds off of Nate, who's in 8th. We're starting to see some packs form. 92, MX Crit is coming out of the pits. Oh, Gillard almost. Hard diving. I told you, technical braking here. Oh, MX Crit getting hit with a stop and go as he comes out of the pit. Back to Gillard's situation. Technical braking on these corners here. Definitely with a heavy car like the Mustang. And I hate to say it, but a lot of it does come down to setups. Setups. George finding himself on the outside here, getting his wheel to the rear of Elite, forcing Elite off his ideal racing line. George really forcing it. Pushing in here now, following back behind him, possibly realizing that was a little bit sketchy, but executed very well. Just sketchy for some guys. As we've got Stubbly Squid here chasing down Artie. Here's Latu finding himself in 13th. He's 6 seconds off of 12th place, which is Gillard. He's got a little bit of a pack behind him. He's got the evil Loki and Logan within 1 second of him. We'll be looking at this mid-pack battle for sure as we jump through everywhere. Here's Logan actually making a move on Loki. No, pulling out. Oh, I think he could have possibly shot that on the inside. Loki hesitated, leaving him room as they go through. Here they come around the corner. Sorry, I had to go mute here for a second as we jump around. We've got that one sim racer chasing Stubbly Squids still. Noah sticking with Chug and Gumball, trying to fight to get that second place away from Chug here. Gillard going off, possibly having a collision back there with Big Runks. I see both of them were yellowed for a second, but they seem to have retained positions. So don't quite know what happened there. Possibly see that one later. We've got Ruben here leading his own little pack, trying to chase down Dog Eater, just within 2 seconds of him currently. Awesome Gumball, our pack leader currently. He's got half a second up on Chug. Just consistency is what's going to keep this for him, and we will be keeping an eye out on what kind of pit strategy he does here. Chug, of course, chasing him. We've got Siam in 20th. We saw him have an incident. That's why he's got that damage on the rear there. And I don't know how much he's really got. He's got Nismo behind him, looking to gain out of this straight. Nismo taking it real tight and seems to get it. See him possibly having very bad damage here, making that overtake easy. We've got Runks coming in, MX Crit almost rejoining into him, possibly if that's who that was. Sometimes the MFD gets a little messed up here. Runks still chasing Gillard, 0.5 between them. That is MX Crit behind him. We've got Nate looking to hunt down Ruben here. He's got half a second. If he can gain Ruben and then climb to Sim Racer, he's going to gain a good chunk of points. Bet Chug takes tires coming from Panda, so I'm interested to see if he does. Would you, Panda, on this track? Would you take tires? Be interesting to see. We've got 7 minutes left till that pit window opens. We've got Artie here in fourth, taking it real wide. Of course, need a lot of skill to keep that on track, as he does manage to. Sorry for the weird pauses there. Coming around here to the home stretch, he's got Stubbly Squid really pushing to get that fourth spot from him. This is going to be a tight battle, possibly up to the pit window. Panda says, yeah, probably a lot of understeer here. Interesting, okay. I know it's going to definitely wear on your left, I would think. I don't know, though. You've got some hard right side braking turns, so yeah, your fronts might get toasted fast. We've got George here losing time to Elite, finding himself in an island between 9th and 11th. He's going to be looking to gain time here and just... I really hope that was not a complete server wipe. I hope that was just me, as I'm going to try to log back in here to ACC. Very sorry for this delay. Definitely don't look at the games I've been playing. I didn't play Assassin's Creed Mirage. I've got to say that one. I didn't play it. Downloaded it. Never touched it. I know. The G Portal's got a monopoly on us, Panda. It's bad. We need some other... Like, PC's got Emperor servers. Like a little penguin logo. And I've heard they're really good. We need to get that option. I mean, I almost wish we could just pay 505 in general for a server. No, is this a me issue? No, here we go. Okay, ACC has bounced back. Thank gosh. Whew. Welcome to the life of console sim racing. Alright, we're gonna hop back in here. Maybe. Oh, it's gonna do this thing. Yep. There we go. I'm going to block my view from all you. So none of you can see the top secret spectator password. Alright. We are back. We are back in. Let's see what we have missed here. We'll do a quick run through. Awesome gumball. Oh, what is this? Drifting through a corner. He has lost the spot to Chug. Of course we get disconnected over what was probably an awesome overtake. Oh man, that is so shit. We've got 2 cars in pit right now. The pit window has not opened. I'm interested to hear what happened there. We will keep our eyes on that. We've got Latu in 15th. We're going to fly through these real quick. Logan in 14th, just ahead of him, chasing down Evil Loki, who's in 13th. Rogue, who's one of the cars in pits, he's pulling out now. Here's the Evil Loki. Rogue gets a stop and go. Oh, man, that's going to That's going to hurt him. Evil Loki in 13th. Obviously getting chased down by Logan. Then we've got Zaddy in 16th. We've got Farm Boy here in 21. He's got MX Crit behind him, but it is not for a position, but he will probably still be looking to defend that this early in the race. Infidel's found himself in 19th with CM chasing behind him. Nismo ahead of them by 11 seconds. Then we've got Bubba Mac sitting in pits with 2 dashes. I don't know what's going on there. I don't really know. Elite Rain here with Rogue in front of him. Rogue having a stop and go, giving the spot to Elite. Very courteous of him. Obviously, Elite being in 9th, Rogue being in 21st and down the lap. Very nice. Elite chasing Nate here, 8.1 seconds off. He's still got George 2 seconds behind. That one sim racer still getting chased by Ruben, who has found himself within half a second's gap. Stubbly Squid up ahead of him by 4 seconds. Dog Eater still sitting in 3rd. Still has the 2 leaders in view. He just needs one mistake from him, and he will capitalize on it. Gillard coming up on Rogue here, still in 11th. Ruben in 7th. I feel like we just went through these guys. We've got Chug in 1st. CM, yeah, what's going on? Here we go. Big Runks here in 12th with Rogue ahead. Can't wait till my keyboard gets here. Sorry for the little side comments. MX Crit, 23rd. 17th being Hellcat, chasing down his friend, but not friend currently, Zaddy, as he's going to be looking to take that 16th spot from him. Nismo, 8 seconds behind them. Nate finding himself half a second within Rico. Ruben, whatever you guys would like to call him, whatever your nickname is for him. Nate looking to make the jump. 0.3 on him. We're going to watch this closely for a second. I don't see too many other close battles developing. There is one a little bit ahead of him. Oh, and we have a mix-up maybe on the corner down there. A big pack of drivers that we will switch to here in a second as we hop away from these guys. Squid chasing down Artie. He's got him within half a second now, looking for that 4th place. George sitting still in 10th. Elite, he's closing the gap on Elite though, but Gillard is also closing the gap on George. Interesting to see how this one plays out here with the pit window opening in 50 seconds. Back to Stubbly for whatever reason it wants to. And then we've got Awesome Gumball still chasing down Chug. Latu is part of this little mid-pack we've got forming with Farm Boy being behind him. Latu still chasing Logan. He's now got both Logan and Evil Loki within 2 seconds of him. He's going to be looking to gain those spots or possibly capitalize on a mistake from one of these drivers up here as they both start coming upon MX Crit, who's 3 seconds ahead of them. We'll jump to Logan's view here as he chases down Evil Loki. Evil Loki catching some oversteer there into a drift sort of type deal out of that corner, giving Logan a big jump here, putting him 0.2 seconds behind him. There's the pit window. Logan hard braking to make sure he does not make contact. Possibly over brake there, but trying to keep it very safe. No one wants to ruin anybody's race as they come into this tight turn. Logan possibly hard overshooting, but oh, Loki hard oversteers through that corner. Maybe giving Logan the jump here on the straight. This is a decent straight. He can regain that time back, and he is going to. Latu, 1 second behind them. Trying to watch. Oh, Logan making a move. No, he pulls out of it. Evil Loki getting traction right before Logan could fully pull off that move. We do have a battle developing up ahead with 64 and 322 possibly. The numbers cut off. Hard to tell, but we will try to jump to that soon. I think that might be Stubbly and Artie, actually. I believe it is, as we're going to try to jump to that real quick, as Stubbly is looking like he's making a move. Still within just a hair of Artie here. Coming in hard into that braking zone, he's regaining time. George closing in on Elite there. Here's Stubbly view as he chases down Artie. We've got Awesome Gumball coming out of the pits. This was one of our front runners. Couldn't see if he took tires or not. I would have been able to tell based off time, but he's pulling out now, possibly going to jump out in 17th, but being one of the first two pits will help him. Latu, oh, and Logan take Evil Loki, possibly a spin out, but that causes Latu to jump on Logan. Oh, fighting for the inside. Logan cuts him off. Very nice defensive move. Very legal, definitely inside of a corner. Latu pushing that vortex of danger, but ultimately staying out of it. Very nice move. Faking the inside dive, following Logan. Oh, possibly too wide into that corner. Logan sliding, both of them sliding through that one. Gonna keep that gap the same. We've got Zaddy here, who is now behind Awesome Gumball due to the pit. And he's got CM behind him as well. Infidel found himself up to 18th. He still has his pit stop. He's chasing down Nismo, who's 26 seconds off. Here's Nismo hunting down Hellcat. Just 1 second ahead of separating them. Bubba Max still sitting in pits. We've got Elite Rain defending his 8th position well against George here today. Elite looking for those points. That's one sim racer. Excuse me. Obviously moving up to 4th since Gumball pitted early. Not early, but right when the pit window opened. He still has Ruben chasing behind him, but he's now got a decent 2-second gap. Not one to be comfortable with, but one you can definitely like a little bit. Dog Eater found himself in 2nd due to that pit stop as well. He's still chasing Chug, who has managed to jump the gap between Noah and Chug to nearly 5 seconds here. Noah going to be looking for a strong pit strategy and just honestly luck almost on where he comes out compared to Chug and lap traffic wise. As you can see, the traffic on the left side of the screen, we are beginning to spread out pretty bit, starting to get a lot of islands. But we do have a battle here. I'm trying to jump to him. We've got 80 going at it. Oh, there he was. 80 with Farm Boy right behind him. This is Evil Loki, who we saw spin off and give up positions. Farm Boy breaking early, possibly not wanting to conflict with a driver ahead of him. Of course, if he is faster than the Evil Loki, he can make that overtake, even being a lap down. We did have a yellow we missed. We missed George spinning off for a possible accident, maybe. It looks like maybe an accident as Elite gives them the spot. I don't really know what happened there. We'll try to keep our ears out after the race to inform all of you. Ruben here sitting in 5th, closing that gap, but he still has Nate pressuring him from right behind. See him coming out of pits here. Big Runks in 19th. We'll watch Nate as he tries to close the gap here on Ruben. We do have a little bit of lap traffic coming out of the pit lane, as you can see. Let's try to jump back to that 80 cars. That's looking like a close battle. We do have this one beginning to develop upon us. It's still Farm Boy and Evil Loki. Farm Boy trying to make a move. Ooh, getting a little bit of bite there when he did not need to. I think that lost him ultimately his overtake chance on this straight. Depending how he takes this break, he does have a good shot here. Getting on throttle. Trying to shoot for that outside, but not going to get it there on the Evil Loki. We've got 3 more cars here pulling in the pits, one of them being Noah, Elite Rain looking like one of them, and Artie being the other that I know off of numbers 43. Hard for me to remember right now. If any of you know number 43, please put him in the chat. Runk's coming across the finish line right there. As we just continue to watch what's basically one of the only battles on the grid right now. We do seem to have 3 cars bunching up as they come out of what would be my turn 4. I don't know if that is actually turn 4. Drive-through cleared for 64. Oh, maybe 64 is not already. I might be wrong. Farm Boy could have overtook there, but backing out, he needs to be careful with that as he now has Awesome Gumball behind him. Gumball's going to be looking to get past both these guys as he was a front runner. And there you see that aggressive maneuver from Gumball pays off. Farm Boy moving out of the way. We'll stay on Farm Boy because I don't know who will fucking jump to with this controller. And we'll try to see Awesome Gumball overtake the Evil Loki here for 9th position. Obviously, the Evil Loki has not pitted yet. Neither has Logan. Both cars ahead of Awesome Gumball. The Evil Loki, oh, looks like getting some understeer there out of that corner. As Gumball moves to the outside, pushing Evil Loki to the inside. Gumball keeping his outside line, diving into Evil Loki, not into contact, but to push him off. Farm Boy jumps into the inside of Awesome Gumball here, folks, as they begin going down the not well, part one of the back straight. They make the right kink. They're on part two. Awesome Gumball holding 10th, just ahead of Farm Boy. He's going to be looking to overtake the Evil Loki, or try to once again. Gumball diving inside when Loki brings it wide. A little bit of contact there out of that turn. As Gumball pulls ahead, the Evil Loki falling behind. Farm Boy, sorry, it's hard. I try to pronounce his name and then I just give up. But Farm Boy following behind the Evil Loki, both drifting through that corner. Dog Eater now coming up behind him. Let's try to jump to Dog Eater as we watch what's going to be another overtake, I imagine. Farm Boy giving it to Dog Eater. Evil Loki not going to be as curious as this is a position overtake. Oh, Evil Loki, though, drifting off there. Could not control the oversteer. Ooh, I have video lagging. Thank you, Panda. Good to know. I'm going to edit my video quality a little bit. That should help, guys. Sorry, you will lose a little bit of that high definition. Hopefully this helps. Please let me know, Panda. Thank you for that heads up. Anyways, we are still on Dog Eater here as he got the Evil Loki and he's chasing down Awesome Gumball. Gillard has found himself in 4th, not pit stopping, he has not pit stopped yet. He still has George behind him by 1.3 seconds with Artie 4 seconds behind. Ruben in 13th here. He's got an island around him. He's got the leader behind him by 3 seconds and Stubbly Squid ahead of him by 5.9 as he goes in through what would be turn 8. Coming out, Chug still just 3 seconds behind. 23 seconds separates Chug and that one sim racer. As we will stay on the main leader here.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Not see him in 20th. Oh, it just backtracked. Big Runks here in 16th, chasing down Elite Rain now. 3 seconds separating them. Logan in front of them at 14th with 10 seconds. MX Crit going off just as we click to him. Hellcat going past him. MX Crit was making up time on CM for that 20th position. Now falling behind by 9 seconds, possibly more, as that is on the mid-straight, is what I'm going to call it. Then we have Hellcat in 18th. He's chasing Latu. 9 seconds separates them. Thank you, President. Trying to fix it. Let me know if it gets any better. If anything I do makes it better. Hellcat 18th. Then we've got Nate here in 1st due to Chug in the pits. Yes, it's mandatory. Just has not cleared yet. Nate taking first. Ruben pitting earlier, putting him in 12th. Stubbly Squid, of course, pitting as well. He's in 11th. Nate gonna be looking to pit here within 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you for the comment, President. I think if my Wi-Fi continues to be a bitch, I might just move to like being the BFR radio, and you guys can just listen to the races if that's interesting for some guys, and some guys are working or something. Put me in your ear. I'll give you call outs like a sports radio. Anyways, we've got Artie here, 0.7 seconds off. Artie sitting in Artie in fourth. He's 0.7 seconds off of George in third. Neither of them with a pit stop. They're chasing Gillard, who's in second by 2 seconds, who is chasing Nate, the top four not having done a pit stop yet. Stubbly Squid in 10th. He's chasing down Zaddy and the Evil Loki. Zaddy being 9 seconds ahead of him in 9th, and the Evil Loki being 11 seconds ahead of him in 8th. Neither of them having completed their pit stop. He should gain them when they do. He does have Ruben behind him by 8 seconds. Ruben being chased by that one sim racer who's 15 seconds away from Stubbly, 7 seconds himself away from Ruben. Interesting to see how that goes down. Stubbly looking to overtake Infidel here, who is a lapped car. Infidel, I believe, giving it to him. Very courteous of him. Awesome Gumball and Dog Eater have fought their way up here to 5th for Awesome Gumball and 6th for Dog Eater. Chug coming out of the pits at 7th. This is going to turn out to be an interesting finish, with some fast guys and some interesting spots here, as Awesome Gumball's hitting some lap traffic with Howcat in front of him. He's got to make sure he doesn't push Howcat off his line, as even though they are lapped, they are entitled to their line. Awesome Gumball diving in deep, sort of maybe forcing Howcat a little inside. Howcat maybe being a little reactive. Hard to say. Hard to judge drivers during this high-pace contest. Awesome Gumball finding himself to 2nd now due to some pit stops. Dog Eater in 3rd. Chug in 5th. Chug looking to grab Dog Eater here. We've got Logan here in 13th with Big Runks in 9th. Both drivers have completed their Big Runks in 9th. What? Big Runks in 14th. Both drivers have completed their pit stop. Big Runks is 10 seconds off, but he's got Elite Rain chasing him. We're going to try to jump to that battle. Here we go. Elite Rain, 0.2 seconds off of Runks. This is for a position, 14th. Elite Rain trying to take inside, does not get it. Trying to set up inside for next corner, but Runks is quicker out of the acceleration as they come on the mini backstretch before the home straight, and they round the final corner. Runks catching a little bit of drift there. Elite Rain trying to swerve around, be erratic, I believe, and just sort of throw Runks off. Runks taking the inside through turn 1. Elite Rain still behind him. Runks catching some drift out of turn 2. Turn 3 gets a whole lot closer. 0.2 separating both cars, as this battle for 13th now, due to a pit stop, is going to continue underway here with 20 minutes left in our race. We have a bunch of battles seeming to go on, so I'm going to try to jump to another one. We still have Dog Eater in 2nd. He still has view of Awesome Gumball. Chug in 3rd with Nate just behind him. I believe the battles I'm looking at are leaders coming up against lapped cars, but nevertheless, the lapped cars allowed to hold their lane and definitely hold their driving style. Noah catching a little spin there out of that turn, but they are now on the mid-straight. I would try to pronounce these turns, but I absolutely am not going to butcher them. So, Chug 1.3 off of Noah here for the battle for 2nd. Awesome Gumball beginning to run away with a 3-second pace on Noah. Gillard still sitting in 11th. He's got Logan 4.7 seconds behind him, with the Evil Loki 6.6 ahead of Gillard and 10 seconds ahead of Logan. Logan has found himself into a 12th position, just out of the points, but if things go his way, he could wander himself into there. Just a reminder, 1 through 9 gets points, the rest of the grid does not. Ruben here in 6th, now battling Nate. They seem to have flopped due to pit stops. Nate with the stronger pit stop strategy, it seems, in this race. Ruben just on his ass here, 0.1 separating them as they come here on part 1 of what I call the back straight. They hit the kink. Ruben shoots the inside, trying to set up the inside for next turn. Nate takes it away. They hit it, hard braking for both of them as they come into the right-hander, double right-hander, I should say. One of them being sort of a little hairpin. Oh, Ruben making the move. He's taken outside and he takes Nate out of the turn. What a beautiful overtake. Nate catching some drift through that turn ultimately set him up for failure there, but he's got to be looking to stay strong and consistent here. May gain that spot back, and he's got Artie, who's in 7th, chasing him down very quickly. As we jump forward here, we've got Chug neck and neck with Dog Eater here on the mid straight. Here's an interesting one. Both of them sending it. Chug on the outside, Dog Eater on the inside. Dog Eater gets him on the front. Chug sitting just 0.1 behind Dog Eater now. They're both 4 seconds off of Awesome Gumball as they come on the hairpin, the mid hairpin onto the part 1 back straight. Chug sitting behind Noah still. Noah trying to shake the draft, Chug not letting him. Chug taking outside through the kink. Noah taking inside. Chug, oh, we got a little bit of contact, but ultimately nothing major. Chug backing off, realizing maybe he, that was purely a racing incident. You can't really fault neither of them. That is a very high speed, high braking corner. And everyone's got their own brake markers here. Chug looking to climb back up. He dropped down to 0.3 behind Noah here. As I try to scan the field here for another battles going on. This one might be the most interesting. We seem to have one more here. I'm going to try to jump to it. Number 6. Cornboy and Nismo takes it. So we're going to jump back here, back to Dog Eater and Chug. We'll watch Dog Eater's perspective now. As they go into turn 4, into turn 5. Now they're hitting the left, which would be turn 6. They are now on the mid straight. Chug 0.1 behind Dog Eater, catching a draft, making a move to the outside, but not going to have enough time. Dog Eater taking the outside away, breaking inside. Chug right on Dog Eater's ass as they come out of the corner. Both cars now 4.3 seconds away from Awesome Gumball, who's still our leader. Chug cannot seem to find a way past Noah. Noah trying to use his Mustang to take up as much track as he can while staying fast enough to keep the Chug behind him. Both cars coming into the kink. Noah takes inside, Chug takes outside. Noah takes inside on the second part of the kink, brakes hard, Chug taking outside. Noah holds inside, Chug brakes harder to prevent a possible crash as they come around that last hairpin before the home straight here. Chug looking to push it here on the inside on the final turn. Noah spins and gives it to him. Not on purpose, on accident. Noah looking to regain this now. Now following Chug here as they come around for lap 21 of this race. 15 minutes left. This one is getting down to the wire. Noah's going to be looking to reclaim that. Chug is going to be looking to climb up to Gumball, who's now got a 5-second gap on both drivers. As we jump around here, Gillard in 11th. We've got Ruben in 5th. Oh, Ruben seeming to have taken Nate. Oh, we did watch that, but I mean, already took Nate. We seem to have missed that. Sorry about that, folks. It always sucks to miss a good grid battle. But Nate not too far off of Artie. 1.4 seconds separating the drivers for 7th and 6th. Nate looking to get that 6th spot back. We're going to try to jump back to 8th now, which was HRH George. Who, if I can get there, there we go. He's got 1.2 on Sim Racer, who has fallen to 9th. He is the line for point here. Oh, Sim Racer, never mind, not giving it to the evil Loki. The MFD just doing something a little glitchy. Thank you, President. I just saw your comment, but thank you for loving what we're doing. We love doing it, and it's been an amazing community we've built. I think we could all agree. George here, 0.8 separating George from Sim Racer. Sim Racer trying to climb in from behind, coming in hot into these corners, looking to regain time. He's got to be careful not to overshoot him, as Misano is a punishing track for overshots. Stubbly Squid here in 4th. He's got 15 seconds separating him and Dog Eater, who is in 3rd. Stubbly is on an island right now, with his nearest position being Ruben, 10 seconds behind him, with 13 minutes here unless Stubbly messes up, I don't believe Ruben's going to get him. And I don't necessarily know if Stubbly is going to find Dog Eater, but nevertheless, a strong performance from Stubbly the Squid. Awesome Gumball sitting in first. Chug 1.6 seconds separating them now. Chug beginning to climb on Gumball. Gumball's gonna have to stay fast and consistent here for 13 minutes to keep Chug in second. Latu with a drive-through. Elite Rain with a drive-through. That's 2 drivers with a drive-through. I don't know if they've served it yet. They are not serving it yet. Here's one of them. Dog Eater going past. Latu sitting in 17th. Hellcat 9 seconds behind him in 18th. Third place Dog Eater just overtaking him due to Latu letting him. Latu runs it very, very deep into that corner. Missed his braking zone. Then he's going to run it slow through that corner, allowing Hellcat to be in to make up some time here. Right side of the screen, you'll see Elite Rain's drive-through. He's got 2 laps to serve that. We've got Logan still sitting in 12th here. He's got 10 seconds between him and Gillard, who's got 11th on him. It's going to be hard for him to climb that within 12 minutes, but anything's possible in these Mustang 1 makes. We've got the Evil Loki in 10th, 2.4 seconds off Gillard, who is in 11th. That Logan is looking to climb. Gillard looking to take 10th here and just be shy of points. Oh, we missed a battle. Dang it, I hate seeing it last second. That one sim racer grabbing George here for 8th place. George falling to 9th. He is now the new marker for the cutoff for points. The 2-car Latu clearing his drive-through. He's going to be looking to come out of the pits right between George and Sim Racer. That should make for some interesting traffic here, as that Sim Racer is 2.1 seconds away from George and also 2.1 seconds away from Nate. Artie sitting in 6.3 seconds ahead of that one Sim Racer. Dog Eater, he remains... Oh my god, we missed another fucking overtake. Chug has taken Awesome Gumball, possibly due to a spin, as Chug has 2 seconds ahead of Awesome Gumball. Chug coming around here for his 24th lap has set the best time at a 1:34.255. Big Runk sitting in 13th here, as he's got Nismo making a push behind him. We'll see here as this is an interesting battle developing. Not many more. We do have another pack at the top coming around for the home stretch, which we'll jump to them shortly. Nismo 0.3 away from Runks, as they go into turn 7, or possibly that, I believe that's actually turn 8. Coming around to turn 9 on the mid straight before part 1 of the back straight here. Nismo taking the outside, running it wide. Runks gaining a 0.3 second lead. Nismo getting a better jump out of the turn on the part 1 of the back straight. Nismo's taking the outside here on the kink. Runks taking the inside. Runks holds his line. Nismo keeps it within track limits. Runks takes inside again. Nismo backs out to avoid any conflict. Possibly worried about running wide that corner. Runks going around here on the last little hairpin. Ooh, a little bit of contact we just saw there. A little bumper tag. Chug's TC. Yeah, I did have to change the format of the race so it was not as laggy for you guys. It does cut off the TC for you guys. Sorry about that. I can tell it to you. I can absolutely tell it to you, though. Big Runks here still holding Nismo off at 0.3. I think you're going to be surprised by Chug's TC. I saw it earlier. It is... I was a little surprised by it, but not too much, I think. Another little bumper tag there, as Nismo still fighting to gain that 13th spot. Neither of these two gentlemen are in points, but hey, bragging rights do matter, as we are a league, and I mean, rivalries do form, so nothing wrong with a little rubbing and racing, you know what I mean? MX Crit in 21. We're going to jump through real quick. Nate still in 7th, following... Actually, we're going to do this real quick so I can follow everything real better. Logan in 12th, Gillard in 11th, Evil Loki in 10th. They're just behind the cutoff as George, Simracer, Nate, and Artie are just above it. We will jump back here to the Big Runks battle and Nismo battle, as it does not look like we have too much going on. Wait, hold on, we have 189. Who's that? We have Nate and... Well, we have Nate and that one Simracer actually developing as well, so we'll try to jump back and forth here as I watch both on the track map. Sorry that you guys have to deal with the map in front, but it is going to help me jump back and forth. We still have that one Simracer looking to grab Nate here, just barely behind him. Nismo seemingly have taken Runks. We seem to have missed it. Nismo takes Runks here. We're going to jump back to that one Simracer before we miss another overtake, possibly. Runk's going to be looking to fight back for that position. Nate defending hard here against Simracer as they come onto the home stretch. Simracer slowing down hard to avoid any contact there with Nate. Ruben with a drive-through having to serve it. This is going to put Nate in 6th and that one Simracer in 7th. Ruben dropping to 8th here, possibly maybe 9th. We shall see. He might be the new cutoff. Simracer still chasing down Nate here. Lost a little time through the first 2 corners. Looking to gain it back. Dog Eater still sitting behind Awesome Gumball with Chug as our leader. Stubbly still in 4th as he defends Beef Baron, Artie. But he has the distance on him, I think, to maintain that defense. Runks and Nismo. I'm trying to find them on the screen here. Runksy, oh, and we catch it. Simracer making a move there on Nate, but running it very wide, getting punished for the braking. Nate taking the outside for the next turn. We're going to jump perspectives here as Simracer actually does take that overtake. Very dangerous maneuver. Hard to tell if Nate did not turn in to avoid damage, but who knows? Simracer pulls it off, and he has jumped up to... Oh, wait, what? It still says Simracer. Oh, the MFD is just lagging. Simracer has jumped up to 6th here, ahead of Nate as they both come around here on the part 2 of the back straight, coming into one of the last corner, one of the 3 of the last corners. Jesus Christ. Nate beginning to lose time to Simracer. Simracer looking to catch Beef Baron. As I'm going to look around the rest of the track, we do have some other battles developing. We have Awesome Gumball possibly passing lap traffic. It seems like it, which is going to also catch Noah here in a minute with both drivers. Already trying to stare down at Squid, but not going to be able to make it. Nate losing time there to that one Simracer. George has him in sights, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to get him with only 4 minutes here left. We've got Ruben right behind George in 9th. He is our cutoff. That drive-through, killing him and dropping him from, I believe, 5th down to 9th. Evil Loki in 10th. He's getting pushed by Gillard here. We have a almost point battle in terms of actual series points, but this is for position. As Gillard is 11th, the Evil Loki 10th. Gillard faking an inside move, but actually gaining the inside there through that corner. But the Evil Loki getting a better run out. But Gillard getting a better run onto the mid-straight and easily overtakes the Evil Loki there, who did not get a whole lot of traction through there. Oh, and we catch a little bit of contact there from the Evil Loki coming into that turn 8 mini hairpin right before the actual sort of little hairpin. Both drivers retaining their position. No, not too much serious damage happening there. We have a battle between Elite Rain and Zaddy going down here. This is for position. This is for position 15. just behind Big Runks, who currently holds 14th. No, never mind. Big Runks is way ahead. This is developing just behind Artie, who is in 5th and has both these cars a lap down. They are now on the mid straight here. Elite Rain looking to gain that time. I'm gonna go back to the drive view here. Here's Art. Oh, that's Elite Rain actually chasing down Artie. I didn't even realize. I am very mistaken. That is not a position battle. Nate losing time to that one sim racer. He's got George dangerously close at this point. 4.5 seconds behind him, but only 2.5 minutes left in this race. We're looking at possibly 3 laps left. Hellcat in 18th. MX Crit in 21st with, see him 1.6 seconds ahead of him as we come down to the wire of this race. Interesting to see how this unfolds. Can he grab CM? Both of them coming upon Elite Rain and Artie. Don't know if they will hit the traffic, but interesting to see. Big Runk still fighting Zaddy off here. Zaddy's still looking for that 14th spot. They're just behind Dog Eater, who's retained 3rd throughout this race. Chug currently holding his first spot. I was gonna say first podium, but it's definitely not his first podium. His first place podium. There we go. Holding his first place podium spot. We've got Ruben still in 9th as the cutoff for points. Gillard trying to chase him, but with 11 seconds separating them with only 1 minute left. I do not believe he's going to get him. We're going to look for any last minute battles here before I just tell you guys what the finishing grid is possibly going to be. Zaddy and Runks looking like 2 of our closest here. We do have the Evil Loki and Gillard to watch. Artie's too far off. George too far off. Nate's not going to catch him. Alright, we are going to watch these 2 battles develop. Zaddy now 0.8 behind Runks and looking to close on it. 0.7 as they come through the final turn onto the home stretch. 0.6, he must have gotten better traction out of the turn. He's going to be looking for this 14th spot. He's going to be breaking deep in a lot of these corners. Let's jump back to Evil Loki. Nope, not much. 1.6 seconds separating Gillard and Evil Loki as we jump back to Zaddy and Big Runks as they flow through turn 1, 2, and I don't know if you can consider that 3, but I do as they go into 4. The double right-hander, Runks is still leading by 0.4. They go through the left onto the mid-straight. They have some traffic. Hellcat pulling over for Dog Eater. Zaddy getting the better run on Runks. Runks holding the inside as they turn into corner number 7, possibly 8th. Hard to remember. Runks taking inside. Zaddy taking it very deep. Possibly braking a little too late there and giving some time back to Runks. Runks now 0.5 ahead of Zaddy as they come up behind Hellcat. And they're coming on the part 1 back stretch here. I'm going to return to garage so we can see when Chug finishes, but we are watching Zaddy and Runks as they come here through the back end. Runks running it wide, giving Zaddy an open spot, but Zaddy runs it wide through the corner. Runks taking the inside on him. Zaddy basically giving the spot back. Oh my gosh, just 2 corners before final lap. Absolutely no idea what just happened there with my view, and I have been disconnected. So that is awesome. I'm going... Definitely my Wi-Fi. There is a storm on top of me here in Phoenix. Not a good day. We're getting hit by a hurricane. If you guys want to see some wild videos of like some fast-ass wind in AZ, hit me up, because that never happens. Anyways, I'm going to try to log back in here so we can get this final screen on the way. If we cannot, the results are always posted in the Discord, and we will have the leaderboard up as soon as any penalties have been gone through and any any IRs have been gone through and any penalties assigned respectively, as I'm going to just use the regular password here to log in and get our final count. I'm sorry for the laggy stream today. I will work on that. I may just start like Hunter's little radio broadcast and just talk so you guys don't have to watch anything and you can just listen to my beautiful voice. Anyways, Chug takes home first. We've got Awesome Gumball falling behind him in second. Chug with the fastest lap. Noah in third here. Stubbly Squid taking home fourth, just shy of a podium finish, but very solid finish from Squid. Fifth, with that one sim racer, a beautiful finish in sixth. HRH George found himself to seventh, and I got disconnected again. I'm not going to try to log back in, folks. This has been great. This has been a pleasure being your commentator. I'm sorry for the laggy stream. I'm going to play an outro now that will not be laggy. You can watch this beautiful outro. I was your commentator, Hunter. Thank you.